Welcome to Myths Garage, a automotive channel where we break common car myths using real engineering facts. Before moving forward, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the world of automobiles, tires are often the most overlooked yet critically important component, quietly shaping every aspect of how a vehicle moves, grips, and responds to the road. Yet, in the silent dialogue between a car and the road, tires are the only point of contact. Four small patches of rubber carrying the entire weight, speed, and intention of a machine. Yet for something so critical, tires are surrounded by myths that oversimplify their behavior and hide the real engineering behind them. One of the most common beliefs is that new tires are always slippery, as if fresh rubber itself is somehow unsafe. The truth begins inside the factory, where tires are formed under heat and pressure using precision molds. To ensure the tire can be removed cleanly, manufacturers use curing agents or mold release compounds. These substances can leave behind a microscopic film on the tire's surface, giving it a slightly glossy finish when brand new. But that is only part of the story. The deeper reason lies in the nature of grip itself. Tire traction is not just about the rubber compound. It depends heavily on how the tread surface interacts with the microscopic roughness of the road. A brand new tire has perfectly sharp tread edges and a relatively smooth outer layer, which has not yet conformed to real-world conditions. During the first few hundred kilometers, this surface gradually wears, creating tiny abrasions and increasing the effective contact area. This process allows the rubber to key into the road surface more effectively, enhancing mechanical grip. At the same time, the tire goes through heat cycles, where repeated warming and cooling slightly alters the compound structure, making it more responsive. So when drivers feel that new tires are slightly less grippy, they are experiencing a temporary phase where the tire is transitioning from a factory-finished product to a road-optimized one. It is not a flaw, but a natural settling process. With normal, cautious driving, the tire quickly reaches its intended performance level, often within 100 to 300 kilometers, depending on driving style and road conditions. Moving deeper into tire behavior, another widespread misconception is that winter tires are only useful when roads are covered in snow. This idea comes from the visible association between winter tires and snowy landscapes, but it ignores the fundamental science of rubber chemistry. The defining feature of a winter tire is not just its tread pattern, but its compound. Rubber by nature becomes harder as temperatures drop. In a typical summer or all-season tire, the compound is optimized for warmer conditions, usually above 7 degrees Celsius. Below this threshold, the rubber begins to lose elasticity, reducing its ability to conform to the road surface. When this happens, grip decreases significantly, even if the road is completely dry. Winter tires, on the other hand, are engineered with a higher proportion of natural rubber and specialized silica compounds that allow them to remain flexible in cold environments. This flexibility is crucial because it enables the tire to maintain contact with the microscopic peaks and valleys of the road, preserving traction where a harder tire would simply slide over the surface. The tread design of winter tires adds another layer of capability. They feature deeper grooves and a dense network of sipes, which are small slits cut into the tread blocks. These sipes open and close as the tire rotates, creating biting edges that improve grip on ice and packed snow. But even on wet or merely cold asphalt, these features help channel water and maintain stability. In fact, in cold rain or on chilly mornings, winter tires can significantly reduce braking distances compared to all-season tires. The misconception arises because snow is the most visible condition where their benefits are obvious, but their real advantage is temperature, not just terrain. Using winter tires in cold climates, even without snow, is about maintaining consistent performance when other tires begin to lose their effectiveness. Then there is the idea of the all-season tire, often marketed as a solution that eliminates the need for seasonal changes. At first glance, this seems like the perfect answer, a tire that works everywhere all the time. But engineering rarely allows perfection without compromise. All-season tires are designed to operate within a middle ground, balancing the characteristics of summer and winter tires without fully matching either. Their rubber compound is formulated to remain usable across a broader temperature range, but this means it cannot be optimized for extremes. In very hot conditions, it may become softer than ideal, leading to increased wear and reduced handling precision. In very cold conditions, it does not remain as flexible as a true winter tire, resulting in less grip when temperatures drop significantly. The tread pattern of all-season tires reflects this compromise as well. It includes moderate siping and groove depth, enough to handle light snow and wet roads, but not enough to provide the aggressive traction needed in severe winter conditions. Similarly, it offers acceptable stability in warm weather, but lacks the sharper, more rigid tread blocks of a dedicated summer tire, which are designed for high-speed cornering and maximum dry grip. The result is a tire that performs adequately in many situations, but rarely excels in any of them. For regions with mild, stable climates, this balance can be practical and convenient. However, in environments where temperatures swing dramatically between hot summers and cold winters, relying solely on all-season tires can mean sacrificing safety and performance during the most demanding conditions. What ties all these myths together is a misunderstanding of how tires are engineered to interact with the environment. Grip is not a fixed property. It is the result of a dynamic relationship between rubber, road texture, temperature, and driving forces. A new tire needs time to adapt to real-world surfaces. A winter tire is designed for temperature resilience rather than just snow, and an all-season tire is a carefully calculated compromise rather than a universal solution. When these nuances are overlooked, myths take their place, simplifying complex engineering into misleading generalizations. In reality, the story of tires is one of specialization and adaptation. Each type is built with a purpose, shaped by the physics of friction and the chemistry of rubber. Understanding this allows drivers to move beyond assumptions and make decisions based on conditions rather than convenience or habit. Because in the end, those 4 contact patches are not just supporting the vehicle. They are defining how it stops, turns, and survives the unpredictable nature of the road.